This episode is brought to you by Kia's first 3-row all-electric SUV, the Kia EV9, with available all-wheel drive and seating for up to 7 adults, with a 0 to 60 speed that thrills you 1 minute, and available reclining lounge seats that unwind you the next. Visit kia.com/EV9 to learn more. Ask your Kia dealer for availability. No system, no matter how advanced, can compensate for all driver error and or driving conditions. Always drive safely.
I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show, and in today's episode, gonna be calling out some people. I feel like that this is an episode that I'm like, fam, I could think of like moments when I was a kid and I would see people do stuff for attention. And just even now, it's like, you know, you see like not like different people, but they're doing an adult version of what a kid would do if they want to like gain people's attention on some stuff. And that's why I'm like, with me now, like if I see that somebody genuinely needs a friend to talk to, I reach out to them. But if this is like a regular thing for them, fam, I just leave them alone. I'm gonna be honest with you. There have been times where people will say or do things and it worries me. And the first few times, yeah, I'll message them and be letting them know. I'm like, hey, if you need a friend to talk to, I'm here for you. But then it's like they just ignore that, go right back to posting the same stuff over and over and over again. And I'm thinking to myself, I know because my thing is this. Everybody's phone is the same. Everybody got the same type of iPhone. Everybody got the same type of Samsung Galaxy phone. So I don't know how the notifications thing is set up, but I know when you go onto a social media platform, there's icons on these said social media platforms, like Instagram, for an example. If you have a message, if you have a new like, if you have a new comment, you'll see that stuff. So that's something that I just do not believe is when somebody say like, oh, I didn't see your message. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam. And that's another thing about social media is that it lets you know when a person was online. So that's why I'm like, it's something where I'm just, I know for me, when my eyes are locked on, because that's another thing. Everybody is on their phone. So that's one thing when I message somebody, and I'm just, checking on them, seeing if they're okay. Because if they make some tweet or some post where it concerns me, and I'm all like, hey, what's going on? What you got going on? What's the issue? I'm like, I'm here for you. You need a friend to talk to and stuff. And I know that when that message goes through, because I'm just speaking for myself, when people message me, whether I got the, because no, I had the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. So how they would do notifications on there is that your phone won't necessarily go off, but they'll let you know the next time you open up your phone when you got a message. So it's like a silenced out message and stuff. iPhone, I have a watch and I have my iPhone. And my thing is this, unless I like mute or have some settings where it just doesn't even notify me, or I just don't even know that the message came through. And I'm thinking along the lines like, that has to be the case. Like, it's either you're just ignoring a person's message, or it's on some stuff where you got your notifications. But I've never heard of that. I never heard where a notification where it just doesn't, like, not so much as like not notify you, but you won't know unless you go to that section of social media, and then that's when you'll see. Because I know there's been times like I might miss a comment, especially like on TikTok, and I posted TikTok and the video is like going viral and I'm getting all these comments. I'll go through and check the comments because I know there's at times where I've missed the comments and stuff. But that's the thing though, like I make sure I like the comments. If it's a comment that I find offensive, or if it's a comment that I don't like, I delete the comment. So I let haters and fans both know, yes, I see your stuff, and it's either going to catch a like or it's going to catch a delete. All right. But that's something that I cannot, I don't think that's something that I've never said, is that I didn't see your message and then be responding back to the message. Like, I think there's been times I've had people respond to me like maybe weeks to months later. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fam, and you know, the thing is like, I'm not a rude person, so I'm not that type of person where I'm all like, man, whatever. It's all like, I don't know how you not see a message, like, after months. It's like, because my thing, again, everybody has a phone, all right? And if you don't have a phone, then it's like, okay, you don't have a phone. I'm not going to get on people that don't have a phone. If you genuinely don't have a phone and you can't, like, reach out to people, that is 100% okay. But for the most part, everybody got a phone, all right? And everybody has if you don't have no social, and I know people, because I'm like, I got family members that don't have social media accounts and things. So my thing is this, I get that. I get, like, if a person doesn't have, but if you have a social media account, right, and you post all the time on those social media accounts, and then you make that one post where it concerns me, or you do something out the ordinary, and then I'm like, oh, well, let me message them and see how they do and see what's going on. And then that message just goes. Like, there was a time I remember where somebody had did that, and I messaged them just to see if they were okay. And message just kept going unseen, unread, or it was just like they just wasn't paying attention to the message. So I unsent the message. I was like, well, and that's something that I genuinely do. People can call me petty all they want, but no, that is something that I genuinely do. If you don't respond to the message, I'm going to unsend it. And so, yeah, I unsent the message. Then that's when the person was like, wait, what did you say? And I'm like, I was like, I just hope everything's going well. I was like, I'd say it more, but I was like, yeah, I just hope everything is, it's going well with you. Left it at that. And I was like, I ain't got nothing else to say. Because I'm like, stuff like that, I'm like, look, bro. The thing is this, I'm not going to say that, what everybody goes through is the same. But my thing is, if you run to social media and you're trying to get attention, and then you finally get somebody's attention and you ignore them, fam, delete your social media platforms, profiles, whatever you want to call it. Delete that crap. Because that's something where it's like, even outside of social media, like, I remember going to school and there was this one girl that would, like, she would do some things to, like, get people's attention. I remember there would be days where it was like, this is like elementary, so like when we had like our little reading time, be sitting around reading Green Eggs and Ham or whatever books, Harry Potter books, scary stories books, whatever books we reading, everybody in the classroom's being quiet, right? There's girls in the middle of the classroom talking about, and Sam said he did not want no green eggs and ham. And I'm thinking to myself, fam, why are you reading so loud? I'm like, notice how everybody else is reading in their head, even if it's on some stuff where it's like, you don't even have to, like, even whisper. You could just mouth out that stuff, right? You don't have to even say it out loud. And so this girl, so what she'll do, right? She'll say, like, she'll be reading these books out loud, distracting everybody. We all looking at her all like, fam, can you, like, just tone it down or, like, read in your head or something? She's like, I can't read in my head. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, then what's there? I'm like, that's because I'm like, I'm confused. Either you have something there or nothing is there. But I'm confused by that. Oh, man. Like, I remember there was a day that girl got me in trouble because I was like, no, she was in that classroom cutting up one day. So then I remember, like, she got up and she just started packing up all her stuff and things like crayons, coloring books, all this, because we're kids and stuff. She starts packing up all her stuff, putting on her jacket and things. We're all looking at her all like, what is she doing? And so I can't remember what she was doing beforehand that led to that moment. But anyways, we asked her, like, what is you doing and stuff? Like, recess ain't for another, like, 20-30 minutes and stuff. She legit looked at the whole class and yelled out, I'm running away. I just immediately started laughing because I'm like, fam, what do you got going on at the age of like 7 to 8? I think that's how old, like 7. I think was, because I know, like, at the one elementary school I went to, they had like 2 grades on each level, and I think it was like, the first level was kindergarten and first. I think we were in the second and third. So I think we were on the second floor. And so I think, we were 7 or 8. Look, bruh, it's been some years. Okay. I don't remember. I'm really trying to remember, but I can't. But anyways, she was doing that for attention. Cause I'm like, fam, what do you got going on at the age of 7 and 8? It's not like anybody's buying. You're literally doing this to yourself. I'm like, if my thing is, and it probably was like her reading a book out loud or just doing something weird in the classroom. But it's like, you'll have it where kids will do stuff like that. Even like fast forward. So I remember I was in middle school and there was this one kid where it was like, and so the funny thing is like, this was honestly like some like Twilight Zone type stuff. for the one time where, because this was a teacher that I actually did like. This was a teacher where I'm like, nah, like, you best believe you're one of those teachers where if I see you out in public, you best believe you're gonna get a, like, you know, I'm gonna dab you up and things and let you know, like, I'm gonna know that, not even that, I'm gonna still have the respect of calling you Mr. or Miss such and such, all right? But anyways, there was this one teacher I was cool with because she listened to rap music and she watched wrestling. Me as a kid, I listened to rap music. I just got, no, yeah, I was watching wrestling in middle school and stuff because I started watching, I had started watching wrestling like maybe a year after I had moved. And so, no, but she was a wrestling fan and she listened to rap music. That was all that she needed to say and do in order for me to be on her good side, all right? Or for her to be on my good side. Either way, you know, they just, but we were on each other's good. She's a teacher. She's even a teacher that I like will sometimes like will reference, because I think I might have told that story where there was a teacher, she told me to be more enthusiastic, like, you know, when reading a book, because yeah, I was like straight no emotion when I would read a book and stuff. But she was that teacher where I was like, no, like, she a piece of her is like carried on with my content creating career, you know, like I try to have as much energy as I possibly can. Cause like, no, so like pretty much if this would have been like, I think I was either 12, no, when did I have her class? I think I was 13. I think I was 13 because she was a math teacher. So yeah, I think I was 13 at the time. But no, you know, so this is how, so like I would pretty much would be talking like this and not have no emotions. And I would sound like I'm nervous, but I'm not really nervous. This is just how I talk. But do you know, like even like when I'm like talking right now, like do you hear that shift? Do you hear that difference where it's like, okay, you can tell I'm moving around, but it's like, fam, this is audio. Y'all can't even see me, bro. I'm telling you. When I started doing video podcast episodes, like, I mean, you can even watch my videos and stuff on YouTube, like from my main channel or anywhere else and things, and you'll hear how much energy I be having in my videos. But no, anyways, I remember there was this one kid that was in the classroom. I honestly believe that he just wanted to get in trouble. Because, like, the first couple of times, all right, haha, yeah, this kid crazy, you know, he wild and all this other stuff. Eventually, it got to a point where it was like, fam, what do you got going on? I'm like, there's no way possible a kid likes to get in that much trouble. I get like you get in trouble here and there, but like, fam, you're getting in trouble every single day. I remember this kid, he came up to me to sit down and try to play Battleship, and I was like, bro, I don't want to play Battleship with you. I honestly, I legit was like, I got up and I walked away. I did not want to play Battleship with him. I was like, no, we are not playing this, not me and you. Me and the teacher probably, because I'm cool with her. You, on the other hand, you is wild. And you are not going to put me in that situation where I got to call my mom because I'm fooling around with you. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm getting ready to go into high school. I ain't got time to be fooling around with you, man. So anyways, yeah, that kid, he was wild. But that was like the one time, and I think that's like when I kind of, well, no, I mean, elementary, you tend to see kids like them, but you don't really know what it is. And then as you get older, then you realize like, oh, you know, there's some people where they just kind of do that stuff for attention. Like, you know, you'll get those one kids that be wanting to run home, doing those like Naruto runs and stuff. And you're looking like, fam, you could just run by just swinging your arms. You can even do like some like Ed, Net, Netty stuff where you don't even swing your arms when running. Like, yeah, run like one of the Titan things from Attack on Titans or something. You know, it's like just do like any other run. This kid straight arm back just running. And I'm thinking to myself like, fam, why is you running like that? Where is you? You're going home. We're all going home. So, bro, just please stop. Please stop. That kid, I remember. That kid, he was a weird kid, too. He threatened me with, like, a water torture stuff one time when we were in class. And that's why I'm like, that kid, yeah, I was like, nah. There's just at times where it's like people, they got problems, and then they just be wanting to, like, push off those problems. I honestly, it could be the case where it's probably that. It might be something else. I really don't know. But my thing is this. People, you got to stop doing stuff for attention. You really have to. And then now, like, that's what I see on social media where people will make a post and they make it seem like that they got something going on. And then, or they, you know, whatever the situation is. But it's like, they do that stuff, and they do it probably for likes. They probably do it, to get people to message them and all that, and then they want to feel all good and happy about themselves, like, oh, I got people that care about me. Yeah, but I'm like, do you care about those people? My thing is like, if you actually, because I know, like, if I make a post, right, and and it's a post where it's like, if I'm going through it and I need a friend to talk to, but I don't know who to reach out to. So yeah, I might overall do that same thing, but this is what I do differently. When somebody goes out of their way to message me, sends me a tweet, whatever the situation is, I'm like, fam, because it could be a situation where it's like, I make a post and I'm like, hey, I'm feeling a little bit depressed tonight. Somebody sends me a tweet, or yeah, they tweet back to me, and they're all like, hey, I hope things get better, all this other stuff. I'm like, keep your head up, all that. I will send that person a personal message, and I will let them know, like, you are greatly appreciated. Thank you for being there for me. Like, no, I've done that. I remember a few years back when I was going through some stuff, and there was friends that had reached out to me, and they was all like checking up on me and things, and I reached back out to those friends and I let them know. But even then, when I was going through that stuff, and then they were at the time being, when they messaged me, I responded. That's one thing that I can never say about myself, is that I don't do things for attention. And you even see it with like content creators, where it's like they'll do videos for attention. It's like, bruh, like, if you guys need attention that bad, and then there's people out there that want to give you that attention, but you just flat out ignore them, you gotta delete your socials, bruh. Delete your socials, delete whatever you got going on. It's either do that or start responding back to people. Because I'm telling you, my thing is this: if you guys were to see some of my DMs, see some of my messages and stuff, I be checking on people, and it's like, bruh, you guys be making tweets, and I'm like, that's why I'm like, nah, going into next year, people be making tweets like that, I'm all like, hey, I'm gonna just send them a little mental message. I hope the best for you, but I'm gonna go on about my life. Nah, because it's stuff like that where I'm like, no, if you really got something going on and you got people messaging you, but you just want to ignore them, and then you go right back to posting that same, and I know people gonna probably be all like, oh, well, I'm going through it, and I don't want to talk to nobody, I don't want to do this. I'm like, look, my thing is this: there is no excuse for going to social media and posting about some sad stuff. Usually when you go on to social media in this day and age, when people be posting some sad stuff on social media, it's concerning. Fam, I have seen people where they will post some sad tweets on social media. Next thing you know, you see where it goes from that to people putting rest in peace to whoever that individual was, posting their final few tweets or final few messages on social media. So I'm saying, people, it's like, you guys gotta start looking at that stuff as a serious thing. If you got something going on and somebody messages you and they're all like, oh, like, hey, what's going on? Like, talk to me, all that stuff. Let that stuff out, okay? Because I'm saying, like, that is something where it's like, it concerns me and it bothers me when I see people do things like that, and then they just keep that stuff bottled up. Because I know when I kept my stuff bottled up, fam, it was a really bad moment in my life. And I do not ever want to go through no stuff like that again. So that's why I'm like, people, if I'm like, I go through some stuff, fam, I be looking for a reason to talk. And I'm like, whether it's here or whether it's in some messages, but I be finding a reason to talk about the stuff that I be going through. Because I'm like, that, I'm telling you, that whole doing things for attention on the internet, that stuff is annoying, bro. I'm like, if you guys got something going on, then it's like, y'all need to talk about that to somebody. But if not, fam, keep that stuff to yourself. I understand that is your social media profile, platform, whatever the situation is. You are allowed to do whatever you want to do. You are allowed to post wherever you want to post. But my thing is this: if you got something going on and people are messaging you and they want to see if you okay, and you just ignoring a bunch of different people, it's like, fam, you gotta delete your socials on some stuff like that. All right, so, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.